Well, 'tis the season for gaining weight. It can happen to any one of us between the holiday parties, the cooking, and the list goes on and on. So what exercises can you do to make sure you're burning off what you are consuming? Well, fitness expert Lisa Lynn joins us this morning. So the first thing, Lisa, what are some of the mistakes we make this time of year when it comes to food?
You said a magic word, burning off what we're consuming. People seem to have forgotten that. So we're having 4,000 calories at Thanksgiving. The exercise goes by the wayside because we're out shopping and doing things. How does that stack up? It doesn't.
Got it. All right. So you've come up with some simple ways people can burn those calories while doing something that many of them probably enjoy, and that is shopping.
And you know what? When I was getting ready for photo shoots earlier back in my career, I used to use shopping to push myself over. When I couldn't lose weight, I would use it to push myself over plateaus. That's how effective this can be.
Wow.
If you play your cards right.
Got it. So you got to play the cards right. Now you sort of have this action plan that targets certain areas of the body and certain systems, and you're going to demonstrate some of them, and I'm going to help you the best I can in a suit.
So we're going to make believe, by the way, that this little chair here is a door jamb.
Okay.
And before you leave the house, you're on your way out. There's a couple reasons you want to do, I call it push yourself out the door. So you make believe this is a door jamb, use a wall. You can use anything, a countertop, and do a push-up. Why would you want to do that? It fixes posture. It wakes your body up, and it keeps those arm and upper body and core muscles tight, so you look good in a sleeveless gown, because you want that.
Yes, I often wear
Let's see that push up there on our door jamb.
So kind of just like this.
Yep. And these are really effective even in a chair, but if you're at your counter or you're home right now, go hit the door jamb and use it really to open posture up.
Yes.
You don't need to go to the gym to get your upper body in shape. Everybody should be able to do a push up.
So the counter or using a door, what else is part of the action plan?
That's right. The next is a pedometer, by the way. So you heard me say I've already gotten some steps in. If you got 10,000 steps a day logged on this pedometer, you don't need to go to the gym, run, ride the bike. You heard me say that. My body likes about 15,000. So before you go, oh, I walked all day, I'm tired, I get to eat X, Y, Z. Strap this thing right on your hip and start logging how many steps you have. So ladies, if you're shopping, get to the mall early. Make sure they're there. Walk around, do a couple laps, window shop, and then stop. You got your cardio in while you were shopping.
So 10,000 steps is the key.
That's the key.
All right.
And then our little mall walk is going to go a little further into what I call a core walk, which I get into depth about in my book. It actually burns more calories than running.
Really?
What's the difference? Instead of propelling forward, people usually run hunched over. A mall walk, AKA farmer's walk, you roll your shoulders back. You make sure your posture is really strong. So I'm going to give you a couple. They say the average of bags that we lug around every day is 2 to 3 pounds on each side. So if you're holding that and your posture is up and you're really powering through the mall using your heel to charge, you're going to really burn some calories while you're moving.
Got it. But you have to buy stuff though in order to have bags to carry.
Well, you know we're going to.
So
I'm shopping just because they say we should. So also bring bags like this because this is a great way to distribute the weight. And I have something in there we're going to get into after.
All right.
So you bought all your gifts.
I bought my gifts.
All right. You're at the register. You're about to pay for them. So you could stand there, especially if you're holding these bags, and do what we call a kickback. And I'll go to the sideways so viewers can see. You're balancing on one leg, and you're doing kickbacks like this for a set of 20. 25. So this is harder than it looks.
Right, and you just got to make sure no one's behind you in line. That's also key.
Yeah, well, unless you don't like them. I'm kidding.
And maybe they'll get in it with you. Who knows?
Pull your stomach in real tight, and after you finish that rear kick, take it out to the side. By the way, these moves can be really small. You could just stand there if you don't want people to see you doing exercises.
Right.
I actually do this and no one knows. You could just barely move your leg and distribute the balance, and you're going to work your core, your legs.
Well, especially if you're in line for a long time, as we are this time
Well,
of
imagine
year.
5 stores, 5 sets of 25. You're upward of 100 reps for each exercise.
All right, very good. And what else do you have for us?
So one more thing you can do. You're waiting in line at the next store. This is really important, especially if you've got any injuries going on. Toe raises. So you're standing there. I do this just to play because I get very bored and fidgety, not even exercise.
Right.
I tend to be slower, but fidgeters burn more calories. So fidget. Stand there while you're waiting for someone to pick out a size or a thing. Blast out 20, 25, 30 reps. Go for 100.
And these are a little more discreet than some of the other ones.
Yeah,
so
but you know
really
what?
anything that you're moving is helping.
That's correct. And you know
right.
what? We all can do these anytime, anywhere. And we just did the whole body, by the way.
Yeah, we did.
So the most important thing you asked me is, what do people do wrong? We eat.
Yes.
Rule number 1, blast your water. If you go into the mall dehydrated and they're very dry, you're going to slow your metabolism down 3%. So
Okay.
I believe you should not leave home without this little kit. The other thing is, before you leave, don't go hit the carbohydrates. You can actually lose weight shopping if your food is on track. Put your shake in a shaker cup, bring it with you.
Bring it with you. And we have a few seconds left, so show us what else is in there.
This is basically called eating thermogenically, which produces heat and burns more calories. Leave the house with a protein bar and a green apple, because if you don't and you end up at the mall court with all the smells, it's over.
Exactly.
You'll save buckets of money, so eating healthy really does cost less.
So there really are a lot of ways you can stay in shape.
It's all about the food.
Shopping and being out during this time of year and year round.
So you're burning and you're eating less, perfect weight loss. No gym needed.
All right, and thank you for my workout today. I don't
Thanks
have to go
for
to the gym
having
now.
me.
Not that I was planning
Well,
on it.
no.
Thank you very much.